This is the BMW R1250 GS. GS stands for Gelände Straße, which translates to terrain and street, which basically means this is the final boss of touring bike. Now, every touring bike kind of wants to be this bike because this bike is the single most sold bike in Europe. And that means it must be the thing that people enjoy. Because if you buy a motorcycle for 20,000 bucks, you're not gonna get something that's kind of crappy. You're not gonna get the cool thing if it's crap, especially not if it's a touring bike and made for you to ride for 18 hours a day. This is the 2020 edition. This makes it the 40th edition of this bike. It's been around in some sort of way, shape or form. There used to be a different engine and a lot of less tech, but this is the 40th edition of the GS. This means that this is not a finished product. This is the evolution of a finished product. This is the only touring bike that has a boxer engine. Nice little side effect, apart from the power it puts out, when it's raining or generally grizzly outside, your legs are hidden nicely behind it. This bike does not have a chain drive or a belt drive. It's got a
Cardan joint.
In German, Kardanwelle, which is a lovely word. This bike has been designed to give you the smoothest ride possible. While riding it, it's a very, very smooth ride. It's not very loud. You basically don't hear the motor while it's going. When you're standing still, yes, you hear, but while you're riding, you basically hear the wind around your helmet, nothing else. You also don't feel the street or the gravel too much. The reason for this is the wonderfully named Telelever. Telelever. It's great. It's it reminds me of the Finding Nemo clip. Hey Nemo, where do you live? The one thing to consider when buying one of these, apart from luggage in the rear, is the saddle. I don't know what it is, but the saddle kind of pushes into your rear. And if you skip forward, it pushes into your groin. Not very pleasant, but an easy fix. While I'm editing this, I noticed this is one of several options of seats that you can choose when you purchase the bike. So just go for something more comfortable. Now that we're done with the ride, let's have a look at the comfort options. There is a huge screen that is really well designed. There's this little wheel here that you use to control it that no other bike has. It is super sweet. And that sort of stuff is exactly what I mean by the evolution of the evolution of the evolution. That's where you really feel that there's 40 years of engineering in it. Okay, smart stuff only been around for about 10 years, but you can tell that the designers of this bike, the engineers that worked on this, they're used to reinventing themselves. They're used to improving incrementally and just improving things as time goes by. And it works. USB port, of course, why not? Extra port for the navigational system in addition to this regular screen, why not? This is designed to be comfortable. This is designed to evolve. And this is, frankly, a brilliant bike. I really like it, even though the paint job, not kind of to my liking. I like bikes that are basically, they can be any color as long as they're black. Also, I'm not gonna go into the high-tech aspect of this. For that, I have the new RT lined up. So, this bike, summing it all up, is good. This is a good bike. They made it to be good, and they succeed. There's really not much else to say. If you basically go on a longish tour, it's probably gonna be this bike. I would be very surprised. No, actually I'm not, because there's plenty of Africa Twins and Tigers out there. I wouldn't be surprised, no. But this is just the bike that every other bike wants to be. And now it's starting to rain, so, you know, cut, the end.